Howdy, 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 and welcome back to the Garden Nerd. It is mid-October over here in the Northeast. We've had quite a wet one, so I haven't really been able to go out and do the gardening that I've wanted to do. It's kind of a cold, windy day, so it didn't rain today, so I'm actually going to go and plant out the garlic. So I'm going to show you how to prep it, how to plant it, and so on and so forth. In case you haven't seen, I did a harvest video of garlic this past summer. Yeah, right? Yeah, not that long ago. I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo, so you can just check that out there if you haven't, seen it. So you can watch this one to learn how to actually, plant your garlic, and then you can watch that one on like how you actually harvest and store your garlic. All right, so we're gonna go and get started. All right, so what you're gonna do is I actually saved these garlics from this past harvest. They're still in really good shape. I've just stored them, cleaned them off, and whatnot. So basically now, because I'm about to plant them, you're just gonna crack them open, which is gonna take a little bit of strength here, because you're gonna want to unwrap them and then get the cloves. That feels like there might be two there. So yeah, you're just gonna kind of break them apart off of here. Yeah, these are pretty big cloves actually, which is excellent because the bigger the clove, that's like the bulb of them. So yeah, there's a couple really nice big ones here, and then a couple of small ones. So, maybe there's a little bit more small ones here than I thought. There might be two in here, possibly. So basically, you're just gonna go through and separate them because basically, the big bulbs, yeah, there's kind of two here. Yeah, there's like two here, if you can kind of see here. They're kind of split. So basically, you're just going to peel it like you would just peel garlic normally, but you don't want to, crush it or anything. You can also use your thumb to go down along there, trying to break them apart. You don't want to, like, break them, because you want them as, like, whole cloves as best you can. There we go. So, yeah. And there's probably another one here. Come on. Yeah, you can feel kind of like where they split off. There we go. So that one clove here, one bulb here, bulb, right? And these are cloves of garlic. Yeah, there we go. I got the terminology down. You got me. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from one of the saved garlic. So there's a good amount here. So then I'm just going to go and put it in here, and just like a little thing, just so I have them here. You don't have to be too gentle because, it is, garlic. It's fairly hardy. But yeah, so you just break them apart, and each one of these will turn into your garlic plants. And you can just kind of see them there. So I'm just going to get the rest of these done. I'm going to do most of them. I may leave just a couple just in case I don't need them all, because I can always go back and just get more. But yeah, so that's basically all you're going to do. Some people do it as they go. I personally prefer to actually have it kind of pre-done, because to sit there and like wiggle with them and your hands are covered in dirt, nothing's wrong with it, but like I just kind of prefer not to do it that way. And we'll pick that one up in a second. But yeah, like this one only had like 4, but they're big sized, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of these off the camera. See you in a little. Alright, so I have like 2 in reserve. That's about 90, 95, I think I counted, cloves of garlic, ranging from a nice chunk like this to like smaller ones like this. Last year I planted a bunch that were actually a bit smaller than these, and I got bigger ones, but those were in the center garden, where they're like the H garden, as I called it. So they got a lot more sun, so they will be doing more well this way. But with that, I think that is pretty much most of the garlic I'm going to plant, because that's going to be 95 plants, so that's, about 95, cloves, of garlic cloves. But yeah, cloves, chunks of garlic. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you how I prepared the soil, and then I'm just going to get planting, and I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, while I have you here, I'll do this here where it's less windy. Hopefully it won't be too much of a thing. they have a top and a bottom, these cloves. So the top is the pointy end. This one has like the string from it still. But then you can see the bottom here. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. You see how along the bottom here? That's where the roots will come out. So you stick them down in the ground with the pointy end up and the root end down in there. And you do it, a couple inches deep. I go probably about a hand length, so like 4 or 5 inches. But yeah, I will go do that and you will see. Alright, so basically all I did here with the soil is that I took some vermiculite that I had from making the pots here. I put it in and I mixed it in. And I didn't really do anything else because over here had some peppers and mainly weeds, to be honest, in this particular pot. This is the concrete raised bed if you don't recognize it. So yeah, so basically all I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be digging some holes, handfuls deep, and then I'm going to take on the cloves and just stick it in. And I'm actually using the dig gloves. Someone got them for me last Christmas, I think, and this is the first time I'm doing it 10 months later. Thanks for the present! But yeah, so these things actually seem to work pretty well. I mean, the soil is fairly loose, and it's just kind of fun, because I'm like, rah! Dig, 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 dig. But anyway, onto a more serious thing here. Yeah, so basically, all I'm going to do is pick out some rocks as I go, is just dig a hole, dig, dig, dig. Yeah, I'd say that's plenty deep. It's about my hand deep. Then I'm going to take one of the garlics and just stick it right down. And then I'm going to space it, I don't know, a couple inches apart, like 3 or 4. I'm going to space them all through this area here. But yeah, that's pretty much all you do. And then you go bury, bury, bury. Kind of dig forward and go boop. And then you can just kind of go on and do it that way. If you want to keep track where things are, you can use little stickies, or you can just dig the holes and drop them in. But yeah, I'm going to get the plants in. So yeah, let's do it. All right. So, dig hole, dig hole, dig hole. As such, I'm going to take the garlic, pointy side up, as you can see, pointy side up, flat side down, just stick it in there, and then just bury it. You don't want it super deep, but you want it a couple inches deep underneath there, and then throw any big rocks as you go. Anyway, that's a slightly closer look on how to do it, and then you can just kind of fluff it up a little bit, because I just like smooth dirt. It's just more aesthetically pleasing. Alright, so you saw that I finished planting out this section here in this raised bed. I didn't do it super dense, so I think I did about 6 rows, about 5 or 6, so that's I'll say 40-ish, because I may have gone a couple more. This is a little more than half this bed. You can see kind of how the breakup is. There's still some stuff here, some carrots and stuff, so I didn't want to disturb those since I'm trying to get them to go a little bit more. But yeah, there is the garlic there. And then over here, I had this bed cleaned up. So then I went through here and I dug up and put in the rest of the garlic in this section, which gets some medium amount of light. So I'm not going to hope for a huge, big bumper crop and big, giant bulbs from this side, but mainly from this side because this is going to get more light. But yeah, it's starting to get somewhat dark now. It's about evening time. So I'm going to sign off here. Garlic's planted out. That's how you plant the garlic. You know, if you have any questions, you know, you can drop them down in the comments below, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. If I can't, I'm sure, you know, someone who else watches this might be able to give you some insight as well. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.